1014 to schedule your appointment. For those struggling with deep tissue pain or just need an experienced massage therapist to melt the stress away, call Runewind Healing Arts at 402-601-9721 and schedule your appointment now. Visit Yin and Yang Acupuncture and Runewind Healing Arts today in Lincoln at 1701 South 17th Street in Suite 3G.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to Bock and the Blackshirt.
Terrell Farley.
Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bockoven. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
Welcome into Bock The Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. Thanks for joining us on this glorious Wednesday. Todd Uhlir in studio for Window World Wednesday. If you're joining us via stream, just a second, you can see our beautiful faces here in a second. We're having Austin work on a little bit of technical difficulties for us. But either way, get the whoop whoop in there. Appreciate that.
Talking too fast. I'm gonna get my whoop whoop in.
But it is crazy because there's just so much that's happened in the last week, including Nebraska's kind of quarterback merry-go-round that I didn't realize, and you kind of brought it up to me. This is just 1 week ago Nebraska played in the bowl game. That feels like maybe a month ago to me.
Right? It feels like forever.
Yeah.
So much going on.
It is absolutely crazy. So we got to talk to you about that. Of course, like I said, the quarterback merry-go-round that Nebraska has been playing has landed on a quarterback, and he is signed, which is very important.
It's on paper?
It's on paper, which is as important. I mean, we got to figure out what's going on with this Damon Williams situation in Washington. I don't know if you've seen that. He was also signed to come back to Washington. Now, once they hit the transfer portal, Washington is hesitant to let him do so. So the college football world is, as always, somewhat in shambles. But it's just another year of the transfer portal and what we think we know going into it. But what an incredible time to be alive as a college football fan. You might have
I wish
I
was 30 years younger.
I know.
Well, maybe 40.
As a college football player.
Yeah.
Yes. A few more opportunities to make some moolah there in college. Yeah.
Yeah, my son said, "Hey, Dad, I could probably transfer to Iowa State right now."
He's probably not wrong.
And he goes, "I'd probably start."
Yeah, they're looking for a few guys.
Looking for a couple dudes over there, probably.
When I seen it, I think it was
we did get a linebacker from there.
From
Iowa State.
Oh, and an offensive lineman. So Nebraska's picked a few of those guys.
So I know now they have 12 guys on their team. Way to go, Nebraska.
Well, they have 19 guys. I think it counts up to 19 that are following their coach to Penn State.
Yeah.
So you expect to see that,
including my teammate's son, William's kid.
Okay.
Yep. He was committed.
Yeah, that's right.
State. Now he's committed to Penn State.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rocco Beck, the quarterback, Benjamin Brahmer, a former Nebraska Preps kid.
Did Ben sign with them? Okay,
yeah. Went over there. So
I actually trained that kid a little bit.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You did well. He's
a really
very
good player.
Yeah.
Couldn't train him well enough to go to Nebraska, but they just evidently, I mean, he was committed to Nebraska under the Scott Frost regime and then decommitted when Scott got fired and evidently didn't care for Rule or how they handled that situation. And I think what's his name? Matt. What's his name? Matt? It's Matt.
Oh, Campbell, the coach. Yeah.
Great dude. Trent was recruited at Iowa State as well by Matt Campbell. Great guy. I don't know. I don't know about that. I mean, to me, it's kind of a desperation hire, but they needed somebody.
But yeah, they did.
At this point, and the coaching carousel is crazy.
Yeah.
So.
Which is weird. I mean, it again, with all this that's been happening in college football in the transfer portal, just feels like even the coaching carousel feels like it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But that in and on its own was very interesting because, I mean, I don't think Campbell, it's going to be exciting to see what he can do at Penn State, right? You kind of wonder moving up, with all the kind of extra resources he's going to get there as opposed to Iowa State. But yeah, I mean, it was always a long shot if you were going to hire somebody that was better or had a better resume than James Franklin.
Right. And, not necessarily that. I think Iowa State has some resources, but they play in the Big 12, right?
Yeah.
Now he's going to be in the Big 10, and it's different. I mean, we've found that out firsthand over the last however many years we've been in the Big 10. It's not as easy a game as it seems to be, but obviously Penn State's just a bigger draw for talent than Iowa State, right? Iowa State's never won a national championship to my knowledge.
No, I think they had like their first 10-win season a few years ago.
Right. So, I mean, that used to be a doormat for us in the Big 8, right? And the Big 12 for the most part that we were in it. I think they only beat us like 3 times or maybe 4 while we were in the same conference. That's in 40 years. Like, so going to Penn State, he's obviously recruiting clout's going to be a lot better. He's going to attract different talent. And then, I think he's a great coach with the talent he had, right? So now if you got better talent and you're a great coach, it should work out. I don't want it to, but
right.
As a Nebraska fan, and I thought too, when we were looking to replace Riley and Frost both times, I thought Matt Campbell's name might have come up, but he really said, "Hey, no, I'm staying at Iowa State," right? So,
well, and the second time around after Frost was fired, it just happened to be the season he went like 4-8 or whatever.
Yeah.
So he was in the mix early, and then we started seeing it going down, and like, I don't think the time's right.
So, great coach. Like I said, I've met him, and I wish him well out there, but not too well.
Yeah.
So just don't do too good.
Yeah.
Just when you play Nebraska, just be bad.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. That would have helped. And of course, even from Penn State, it's interesting to see with these teams and how quickly they're going to be able to rebound. Penn State already had a heavy senior class, right? All those guys came back to try to win a national championship. But they seem in a decent spot now because they're basically Iowa State North, right?
Yeah,
I mean, they've moved up there.
Right. Yeah. And kind of similar with what Signetti did with James Madison to Indiana. Right? Yeah. I mean, it's what he did.
Yeah.
Brought 13 guys with him, right? Matt Campbell's bringing 19.
Yeah, at this point. Yeah.
So, and he's always had competitive teams except for the 1 year that we were probably looking for a coach, right? Weird how things work out like that.
Yeah.
But I think he'll do a pretty good job up there. I think, I don't know, that you look at what Ole Miss is doing right now with the coaching shenanigans going on in that
the
whole thing. Like, okay, he was going to allow everybody to coach, and now 2 aren't. Like,
some can. Yeah.
Like, what's going on? I think that's going to be a fun. We've already seen Indiana, Oregon play once. I think it was it 20-10 or something like that.
Yeah. 30. What is it? 30-20?
30-20. Yeah, I knew it was a 10-point spread. I think this Ole Miss team's got a lot to prove, right? And don't get me wrong, I think Miami does too, but this is kind of the Cinderella story, right? Like, so I'm gonna pick Ole Miss to upset, or I feel like it's an upset. It's not ranking wise, is it?
No, it wouldn't be. Yeah, ranking wise.
I feel like everybody thinks Miami's going to beat them because of all that stuff,
and they are Miami is favored by 3.5. So
yeah, so
upset that way.
I think in that quarterback, what a story. I mean, but this guy's won a national championship. How many times? At least 2 national championships at
the lower level,
at a Division II level. Just a great story, and that kid can wing it.
Yeah,
and he can run it. I mean, he threw it so hard that twice his receivers couldn't catch it. And you're like, okay, bro, we know you can throw it hard. Like, maybe throw something they can catch, right?
But it really is. It's a cool story because it's like when you watch him and you watch him on film, you're like, how did it's like usually like you got to remember certain guys. Baker Mayfield started as a walk on, and then when you watch so when you watch Trinidad James, you're just like, how did everybody miss this?
Yeah, how?
He looks fantastic.
And and to think he was recruited to be the backup.
Yeah, wasn't even supposed to start this year.
Right. Until the guy got like, what a story. Like, I mean, it never happened to me. I came in behind Lawrence Phillips and he stayed pretty healthy. He did obviously get kicked off the team. I still didn't get to play much, but there's still a couple other guys between us.
Yeah. Never got that story, but
if I would have just got the ball, like I said, I've been talking so high on Mekhi Nelson.
Yeah.
All football season. I said, guys, if you see this guy in practice, he is the real deal. And I don't know him from that. It's not like I've ever hung out with the kid or anything, but where I've spent some time with EJ at the running back camp and stuff. And
sure.
So I know EJ pretty well. And EJ is just a class act. I like that kid a lot. But I just kept seeing Mekhi in practice. And then, you look at our rush defense and how horrible it was. And well, maybe it's just because we got a bad rush defense that he looks so good in practice, and then a lot of those things go through your mind. Like how is this guy not getting more snaps? I mean, I think he carried the ball 20 times leading up to the bowl game. And then he kind of goes off in the so I told about like 6 people, like, I'm excited to watch Mekhi actually have to be the dude, right?
Yeah.
Like there's no other option at this point. I mean, and I thought the rotation kind of hurt Mekhi a little bit, like, but of course he comes out and scores the first touchdown. I get like 6 texts, like, holy cow, this kid is pretty good. Right? I'm like, yeah, like, and then it kind of went downhill after that. So sorry.
I did, and I went through this experience of watching the game too. Was like, didn't go in with a whole lot of expectations. Okay, maybe Nebraska can kind of keep it close for a while because Kansas and Kansas State did previously with Utah toward the end of the season. Also, like, the Whittinghams. I mean, there was so much going on with Utah, and you're just like, okay, well, maybe this leaves an avenue open for Nebraska, but didn't really have a whole lot of expectations. And it's funny just because Nebraska, usually this happens at least, right? They at least give you hope. And when they went up 14-7, it's like for the first time, it's funny because we go through weeks in a month of preparation for the game, and all I can think of is the spread and Nebraska's not going to win. So I'm like, all my mind frame's completely in, okay, this isn't going to happen. And then when Nebraska goes up 14-7, all of a sudden it's like, we got a 3-headed monster at running back. Yeah. You start to think, okay, the offseason, you can start to build what's kind of coming. And then all of that came crashing down, obviously, rather quickly. 37 straight points for Utah in that game. And there went away my little 5 minutes of fantasizing about a fun offseason.
Well, then you got to start dreaming about portal pickups. And I think we've done pretty well. Okay, we got to rebuild this defense, right? Like it was not good. And then obviously we didn't score many more points either. So, it looks like we're retooling the offensive line pretty well. Looks like we got a dude at linebacker that's played in this system, right? And I was interested in, hey, what's Rob gonna do with the defense? And he tried to run what we've been running. And last time I checked, doing the same thing, expecting a different result is called, what's that called?
Insanity?
Insanity.
That's right. Definition.
Like, the definition of doing the same thing, expecting a different result. Like I was a little, it was disheartening to not see something different. And especially thinking, like, we had 4 weeks. He was hired right away, right? Like, we have 4 weeks. I get it. He's going to have different terminology. He's going to all this, but what was it going to hurt? And in fact, like, how was Utah going to be able to prepare for it? I guess watch San Diego State film, but they didn't. We could have at least made them prep for either way, right?
Well, it's interesting because, I remember Phil Snow was the interim DC. And so, Jeep Wade was a little bit more. Yeah, it is. and Jeep Wade is the guy that came in and he kind of went right to on the field coaching. Orich was around, but not in that coaching role. But they still implemented part of Orich's defense in there. And I thought that was kind of interesting, too, because it's good to get a jump start. But then you can't go back and tell me, well, yeah, part of the problem was that we were trying to, run Cordes defense. And you just go, well, and you wonder though, what is the priority in a bowl game these days? Is it to win the game or is it to prepare best for next season?
Yeah, great question. It's to win the game, isn't it? I mean, every game is to win the game, right? I think in my opinion, I never went into a game thinking, hey, I want to lose this, or hey, I'm just doing this to get ready for something else. I don't know, stepping on the field, like you're strapped up, let's go. We're out here to win. Like, and it just, once again, seeing our defense get run through by that quarterback, I don't know, 432 yards or something like that, total offense. It made me, maybe it's just very disheartening to watch. And now we got to sit through that. At least last year we had a bowl win and we felt pretty good about what was coming up, and just knew that we need to get bigger, faster, and stronger in the off season. And I thought we did, but obviously we didn't get to where we needed to be. And the schedule just gets harder from here on out. So I think that's going to be a challenge for this coaching staff is can we hit some good dudes in the portal? Sounds like we got 3 offensive linemen.
I believe they got 2 so far.
2.
Yeah.
So we got a right guard, right tackle, right? So the Iowa State guy, the South Carolina guy, and then Justin, the center's going to be back, and Elijah Pritchett back. So we're really just left at left guard, which is great. But how, once again, I played with the pipeline.
Yeah.
And those guys all redshirted together. They bled together. They, sweated together. They spent years working together to become the pipeline, right? And now we're just expecting, hey, we're going to bring this guy in from South Carolina. We're going to bring this guy in from Iowa State. This guy's from Alabama. And Justin Evans is the only real Nebraska recruit, right?
Right. Especially, even if Tyler Knox starts at that other guard spot, he's originally a Utah guy. Yeah.
Right. So it's like, are we expecting these guys to play that? Yeah, we are because we're paying them, right?
Yeah.
At this point, you're paying them, but to ever get an offensive line to gel the way we saw the pipeline gel, or even you just look at any national championship football team over the last 30 years, that O-line has typically been through some stuff together, right? So to me, the portal's not 100% fix, right? Just because they were good at South Carolina, maybe they just had a really good gel with that team, right? And now they've got to figure out how they're going to gel in the off season, figure it out in spring, right? Got all summer, and can they come together and be good enough to give whoever our quarterback is at this point? I don't even know. I know we signed UNLV.
Anthony Colandrea.
Colandrea. Great. I have a hard time saying that one.
You'll learn it.
Colandrea. Now, is he the guy that was like in kind of a, they didn't pay him, or they said they were going to pay him and then didn't pay him? Or
so no,
is that a different guy?
That's a different guy.
Okay.
UNLV's been able to throw a lot of different quarterbacks out there. He was,
But that was a UNLV guy.
That was, yeah.
He's like, hey, I'm waiting for my money, and then sat out.
Yeah.
There's so much crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And so I was like, great, we're getting a guy that is going to.
Matthew Sluka. That was the name. Yeah.
So
ended up at JMU.
And they did pretty good this year.
Yeah, but he didn't start.
He didn't start?
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah. So, and it's going to be interesting with seeing all these quarterbacks where they're landing right now, or supposedly landing. Because if the Washington quarterback gets out of saying he's staying.
Yeah. If he can get out of a signed contract, I don't know how we're going to bind these things, right? Or it goes back to, again, what everybody says, or the idea at some point is, this has just got to be structured legally and put together to where you can get contracts, or, the whole thing
free for all.
Yeah.
Evidently Sorsby's getting $5 million from Texas Tech to be their quarterback. I didn't think he was that good.
Yeah.
Like $5 million worth.
Nebraska limited to what, 79 passing yards, something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's interesting to me, and then they compare it to Shedeur Sanders' $4.93 million over 4 years. His rookie contract, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's got to put some reins on this thing. Currently, I mean, can you imagine if there was no salary cap in football? Like there's kind of not a salary cap in baseball, right?
Right. Yeah.
And you see what happens
And that's
there.
what. Yeah. You see these monster
The
15-year
Yankees,
contracts.
the Dodgers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the guys that can spend more are winning more.
Yeah.
You know?
And consistently, you can see it.
Yes.
Small market team rise up for a year or two, but
Yeah.
in their farm says everything works together.
Right.
But as far as long term, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, the Dodgers have won 2 in a row, and they spend more than anybody else. Maybe the Yankees might spend more, or the Yankees spend stupid.
I think
money.
the Dodgers spend the most, but
Yeah,
the Yankees are right up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it used to be the Yankees,
Right.
and the Dodgers said, "Well, we're going to spend more.
That's right.
We're going to get Shohei Ohtani, and that guy's awesome. I love watching that guy play baseball. I don't know how I got on baseball, but it is like you got to have a salary cap. You got to have some, especially with the free for all right now, and in the one and done stuff. I'm just not for it at all. There needs to be at least a 2-year commitment of some sort, and then, I towards the end of the NFL season, you're hearing, hey, this guy caught this pass. He hit this bonus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, let's have some performance-based stuff, right? So once again, Chief, he played
Chief
for
Borders,
Borders,
Nebraska. Yeah.
I mean, this guy played 5 years of football at 4 different schools and ended up with, you can look up his stats, maybe 12 tackles and made some serious money for 12 tackles.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
It's crazy.
Like, how does that happen? Yeah, it is. And it's, as a fan, now I'm a dad with the player. So, and I played. So yes, I want these guys to get paid, and I think they should, especially because my kid's there. I want him to get paid. And I do feel like we should have been, and I get that the schools make money and the Big Ten makes money and the NCAA makes money. So there's value out there. But now you got a billionaire in Texas at Texas Tech. You've got, from what I understand, Mark Cuban telling Indiana, I'll give you anything you need to win.
Yeah. If you notice Indiana doing well in the portal, that was kind of one of the new news today, is that Mark Cuban's financially helping quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, he basically gave him an open pocketbook. We already know about Nike in Oregon. I'll never buy Nike shoes again, ever. Will not support Oregon football whatsoever. And if Nike is going to throw a lot of money at Oregon, then there's no need for me to ever buy another Nike shoe. I do love the Metcons, but I'm done. Right? I haven't bought Met. I've got like 10 pairs of Metcons from years ago that and they're all still pretty good. But I'll never buy another pair of Nikes because they are basically giving Oregon an open checkbook, right? So I don't know. It's just it's a lot of craziness. And as a fan, I was literally talking to one of my buddies. He was Shram 6. Shout out to my buddy Gumby. I was talking to him on the phone, and he's like, this is like, it's making me sick as a fan what these guys are getting paid and stuff like that. And it is like, and it's making it hard for Nebraska to compete. And I'm not complaining, but at the same point, we've heard we have enough to compete, but do we? Right? Do we really have enough to compete? Like, and I don't think Sorsby was the answer. I think I like the fact that what Chambliss is doing at Ole Miss. Let's find a guy like that, right? And I think Lionheart was saying it earlier, and he was saying maybe we get it. Like, well, that was the Gramstead experiment,
right? Yeah,
right. When I heard him talk about, I'm like, that was the Gramstead experience or experiment. And I know Gramstead. I think he had the most yards ever passing in NAIA, something like that. I mean,
I think so.
And it just, obviously didn't coincide a little bit, like, but we got to be able to find some diamonds in the rough, and then we have to keep the kids progressing. How do we? And it's, once again, we're not the Nebraska of old, So there's going to have to be a new way of thinking of how are we going to bring in kids we see that we can develop over the course of 3 years. They start, their redshirt, junior redshirt senior years, year 4 and 5 to really I don't know if there's a long-term plan. To me, it doesn't feel like there. And it almost is hard to try and develop a long-term plan because kids can enter the portal every year.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like, well, we worked our butt off to help this kid get better. And now he decided to go to wherever because they're going to give him more money and guarantee him a starting position. Right. No, so I kind of have a feeling that that's what happened with this Notre Dame quarterback, right?
Yeah. Kenny Minchie.
Like, hey, you can come in here and compete and see what happens. And we'll give you this amount of money to come compete. And Kentucky just said, you're going to come here and start and we're going to give you more money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good
See ya. Right. Like and I think that's one of the things too with the Raiola situation was he wanted a guaranteed start. Who in their right mind would guarantee somebody a starting position? Now, what coach, will guarantee a starting position? I mean, I love the fact that Elijah Pritchett didn't start right away. Earn it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We had to see it. We had to see him go through it. Yeah.
Well, and I was at practice. I mean, he jumped off sides and he was inconsistent.
We saw it in the games too.
Yeah. But he did get better.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and the guy is a massive human being. I mean, he's going to be pretty darn good.
Probably. I mean, he's got to be one of the best players on the roster now. I mean, going into next year, right?
Well, that doesn't say a whole lot.
Yeah. But
he is. And, then now with the new coach, actually 2 new coaches for the offensive line, it should be pretty interesting. But it's just such a cluster of everything going on, and hey, that keeps us in business, right?
That does, yeah. I always say
it's talking about stuff.
Might not be great for college football, but it's great for radio because there's so much to talk about.
So much.
It's boggling my mind as we go through this first topic. That the game was only a week ago. Yeah. The coaching carousel is still a thing that's kind of going on. But all I can think about is Nebraska's quarterback situation and all these different transfer portals and news that we're seeing. It's just absolutely crazy. We'll talk about much more of that coming up next year on Window World Wednesday. Todd Uhlir in studio with myself, Jake Bockoven. We'll be back with more on Bock the Blackshirt.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
Hog Wild has a delicious way for you to enjoy beef brisket. It's our open-faced hot beef sandwich. We start with our grilled Texas toast. Add a scoop of creamy mashed potatoes. Load them up with some tender Hog Wild beef brisket. And top it off with our tasty brown gravy. It's absolutely delicious. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mostly sunny skies with a light breeze and very warm temps. And the afternoon high near 64. Tonight, increasing cloud cover and light winds, low around 37. And tomorrow, rain likely throughout the day, be breezy and cooler with the high near 42. I'm meteorologist Kyle Hucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
January is your reset button. This January 10th, Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping in Lincoln is kicking off our 10-week challenge. We combine high-energy kickboxing, powerful strength training, and simple, proven nutrition to deliver real results in just 10 weeks. For a limited time, get $150 off when you enroll today. No gimmicks, just coaching, accountability, and a community that pushes you to win. Spots are limited, so don't wait. Visit fxblincoln.com and start your strongest year yet at Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping. 2 locations, South 40th and Yankee Hill, North 70th and Vine, Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, changing lives 10 weeks at a time.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Back Nine Golf in South Lincoln is the premier indoor golf experience in the state. The weather in the winter months is cold, windy, and as unpredictable as a tee shot on the 450-yard par 4. With top-of-the-line full-swing simulators and a PGA teaching professional, Back Nine Golf is there to help you improve your game and lower your score. Back Nine Golf is open to the public with 24/7 access for members. Learn about Back Nine's variety of memberships today and see the facility for yourself at 7501 South 15th Street in Lincoln, just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Back Nine Golf, your premier indoor golf and events destination.
Nutrition Authority invites you to check out the top-selling Epic Effects. Epic Effects is designed to help blast body fat, curb cravings, and provide smooth energy so you can cruise through the day. Home of free samples and better than internet pricing, Epic Effects can only be found in Nutrition Authority. For store info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
Rick Heyman here from Starter Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Starter Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at starterheyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Change begins with you. Join a weight loss medication study at Solarion and earn cash in the process. If you are 19 to 65 years old with excess weight to lose, you may qualify. Participants could earn up to $22,750 for their time. Study includes 1 2-night stay, 1 3-night stay, and 38 returns. Learn more at helpresearch.com/flamingo or call 866-213-2965. Weight loss not guaranteed.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
You're listening to Bock and the Blackshirt, on air and online at theticketfm.com.
All right, we're back with Bock and the Blackshirt. I'm Terrell Farley, Hall of Fame linebacker.
That's been best drill. That's a pretty good drill. You got a deeper voice. Yeah. Drill, by the way, if you are tuning in, Drill Farley is out. That was not Drill Farley, as much as it sounded like him. He is out. Had a little bit of dentistry work done, so he should be back tomorrow once all that heals. But it's land on a good day. It chose a good day for a dentist appointment because we do have Todd Uhlir in studio for Window World Wednesday. Whoop, 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 whoop.
My Georgia Bulldogs got run over.
That's a pretty good impression. As we get into it here, lots of entertaining stuff as we we're just kind of talking about in that first segment. All that's kind of happened in the last week, but there's still plenty more to get to. Todd, as I kind of want to view this week through your eyes, we talked a little bit about, and so we'll start where it was a week ago. We talked a little bit about the Nebraska-Utah game. Any kind of closing thoughts on that and how that kind of fell apart? You talked about Dampier. One of the thoughts that I had, and as Nebraska goes out there and gets a mobile quarterback from UNLV and Anthony Colandrea, is what would this past season have looked like if Nebraska had Davon Dampier? Because he is a guy that wasn't highly regarded. Of course, a different route all these different quarterbacks take, but he was a guy that had a 12-12 touchdown interception ratio his previous year. So he didn't come into Utah with all the expectations of the world, but man, could that guy play ball?
Yeah, great. Yeah, he could play ball. I'm going to tell you this about that game. It's over and done with. Let's move on.
That's probably
over. Right. And let's not think about it again. Let's think about the future. But that sometimes gets scary when you look at the schedule coming up, right? So we're going to have to do a lot of work in the offseason to get to where I feel comfortable that we can win 8 games next year. I think it's going to take a lot of work just to get
you there. Yeah.
2-8, win 8 games. So 1-7 this year, 6 last year, right? Well, technically we won 7 last year, but not during the regular season. So, and I think obviously throwing Nebraska against a 15 seed Utah,
right?
I mean, that wasn't necessarily
even matchup
fair,
right?
But there's no fairness in love and war, right? So let's move on. So after the obviously the butt kicking we took, then it was time to turn on the TV and watch Nebraska basketball.
That's right.
Listen, I've watched more Nebraska basketball games this year than I have in my entire life put together.
You jumped on. You're ready for the ride.
So the first game I watched this year was a Creighton game because I'm like, oh, these guys must be pretty good. They're still undefeated, but Creighton will beat them. I'm like, Creighton will beat them. I watched them dismantle Creighton.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, okay. And then, you look, now we got Wisconsin. And honestly, guys, the games I do watch Nebraska play, they always lost. So I just stopped watching.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know it's my fault.
Yeah.
Watching.
Don't take it personally. It happens a lot in Nebraska basketball history.
So kind of feel the same thing about going to Nebraska football games at this point. I might as well just stay home. So then they play Wisconsin, beat Wisconsin.
Blow them out, yeah.
Then I'm like, well, they got Michigan State. If there's no way they're keeping this undefeated streak. And then, what a game that was. Then I actually watched them play North Dakota.
Yeah.
And who else?
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire.
Yeah.
I was going to say Rhode Island. I mean, and then great game.
It's appointment television for you now at this point, just about. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, when are they on next?
Yeah.
They're so fun to watch. They just hustle, right? It's so fun to see somebody besides the girls volleyball team hustle in Nebraska sports the way these guys do.
They leave it all out there.
The way they work together, and it's just, and then Rink, is it Rink?
Yeah, Rink.
I mean, his canny timeliness to hit 3-pointers to, it's crazy. It's fun to watch. I'm not a big basketball fan by any means. Like, I do not watch the NBA whatsoever. When you and Terrell talk NBA, I just sit here because I have no clue what you're talking about. I stopped watching the NBA when Michael Jordan retired.
That was a while ago. With the Bulls or the Wizards?
With the Bulls.
Okay. It didn't stay around for the Wizards?
I did not. I was pretty much done with the NBA at that point. But so just it's so much fun. And then the women's program doing is good as well. And it's just it's fun to have something cheer about watching, packed Pinnacle and, rush the floor after beating a top 10 team. A lot of fun and just a lot of pride in Nebraska. And, I'm going to keep watching because now they haven't lost since I started watching. So I got to watch, right?
Yeah.
So I think Indiana Saturday morning.
Yeah. 11 a.m. BTN.
11 a.m.
at Indiana Assembly Hall. One of the
that'll be right
historic
after my
venues.
show.
Yeah.
So I'll get done just in time to watch that game. So, Yeah, historic Indiana, right?
Yeah.
That's a historic. It's kind of flip-flopped.
It has.
Like, we used to be the football power and they were the basketball power. Now it's switched.
Even when Nebraska joined the Big Ten, like they avoided scheduling Indiana football-wise because what interest would there be? So I always used to call them kind of like the anti-rival of the Big Ten because they just, but it was like the cultures were just completely shifted. One was a heavily football school. One's a heavy basketball school, both blue bloods in their own right. And on the opposite end of it, Indiana's football school was the worst all time. Nebraska's basketball school was never won NCAA tournament.
Still the only team that hasn't won one.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're still there, but that'll end this year. Yeah.
Don't jinx us.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
this should be the year. This should be the year that we get that. I mean, you're looking at the fact we could make a run to the Elite Eight, right?
That's right. That's what we're gonna have to shift our minds into just winning one, and this team could really make a run.
Yeah, well, would it be cool for them to be in the Final Four? How awesome would that be? Where is the Final Four this year? I don't know.
I'm not sure. We might have to start looking that up. I mean, people are gonna have to start getting ready to book their trips. Yeah. So it's an adjustment for Nebraska basketball fans. I'm glad you're making the adjustment too, and joining in.
Little Sam Hoiberg, he looks like a little Smurf out there, and he just goes all over and does everything for the team, and doesn't care about the points or any of that. He just wants to win, and it's so awesome to watch. All those guys just want to win, and it's fun. So, all right, we're going to break.
We are going to break, and I just want to tease this coming up next. So the last time Nebraska was ranked in the top 10 and got a victory was 1966. So we got to do the radio thing, right? And go back and look at what 1966 looked like. The last time Nebraska had got a top 10, a win as a top 10 team.
All right, we'll be back here with Bock The Blackshirt. I'm Terrell Farley.
Change begins with you. Join a weight loss medication study at Solarion and earn cash in the process. If you are 19 to 65 years old with excess weight to lose, you may qualify. Participants could earn up to $22,750 for their time. Study includes 1 2-night stay, 1 3-night stay, and 38 returns. Learn more at helpresearch.com/flamingo or call 866-213-2965. Weight loss not guaranteed.
Back Nine Golf in South Lincoln is the premier indoor golf experience in the state. The weather in the winter months is cold, windy, and as unpredictable as a tee shot on the 450-yard par 4. With top-of-the-line full-swing simulators and a PGA teaching professional, Back Nine Golf is there to help you improve your game and lower your score. Back Nine Golf is open to the public with 24/7 access for members. Learn about Back Nine's variety of memberships today and see the facility for yourself at 7501 South 15th Street in Lincoln, just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Back Nine Golf, your premier indoor golf and events destination. Serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Planet Fitness has everything you need to start strong, so you can give everything you've got. From plate-loaded strength equipment and functional training areas to treadmills, stair climbers, and free weights. Our equipment is best in class, and our clubs are right around the corner, so you can make this your strongest year yet. Join the club today and save $28 or more when you join for $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, January 9th. You coming? Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. See club for details.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today. We'll see mostly sunny skies, the light breeze, and very warm temps. And the afternoon high near 64. Tonight, increasing cloud cover and light winds, low around 37. And tomorrow, rain likely throughout the day, be breezy and cool, the high near 42. I'm meteorologist Kyle Hucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
A new season, a home crowd, a fresh start. Love Nebraska opens its 2026 home schedule on Sunday, January 11th at Baxter Arena, hosting Love Houston in the home opener. First serve is set for 3 p.m., and the excitement starts the moment the doors open. Don't miss the chance to see elite professional volleyball featuring Olympians, All-Americans, national champions, and more as the season officially gets underway. It's opening night, Nebraska. Be there. Get tickets now at lovneb.com/tickets.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nutrition Authority invites you to check out the top-selling Epic Effects. Epic Effects is designed to help blast body fat, curb cravings, and provide smooth energy so you can cruise through the day. Home of free samples and better than internet pricing, Epic Effects can only be found in Nutrition Authority. For store info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
For remote starters, audio upgrades, and more, there's only one place to go. Auto Sounds of Lincoln at 48th and O.
You're listening to Bock the Blackshirt, on air and online at theticketfm.com.
We are back here on Bock the Blackshirt here on a Window World Wednesday with Todd Uhlir in studio. We were just talking about Nebraska basketball and how they are in the top 10 and, in fact, got their first win in the top 10 since 1966. So that's quite a bit of a time to go back in. But I did want to go back in time. So, Todd, if you will indulge me, I will tell you, yes, what the world looked like in 1966 and some of the events going on at the time. The last time Nebraska had a top 10 win as a basketball program.
I wasn't born yet.
You were not born yet.
I was 9 years away.
Yeah, still a few years away. I think Kent Pavelka was maybe only in his fifth year of college. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. He still had a few years away to go till he did it. But it's not far off. I think he was mid-70s started.
Yeah, probably,
so, I mean, he is an absolute legend. And that's part of the excitement of Nebraska. Maybe, hopefully getting it done in this magical season is, first you can hear his excitement. But, man, does that guy deserve an NCAA tournament win for all the work that he's put in Nebraska basketball over the years. But so in 1966, the average cost of a new home, $23,300. Pretty good deal.
And these guys today could buy like 10 houses.
You can buy a few blocks there.
Playing college football.
Cost of a new car, $3,500.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cost of a regular gallon of milk there, 99 cents. And a gallon of gas was 32 cents.
32 cents.
Yeah. It's been a while since Nebraska was in the top 10. In fact, that was 1966, of course, 3 years before we landed on the moon. It was the first victory for Nebraska in the top 10 since the moon landing. There were only 22 teams in the NCAA tournament field. So that's changed quite a bit. Nebraska football, of course, at the time had 0 national titles.
0
in 1966. So that's been a bit of a change. The Chicago Bulls joined the NBA in 1966. The Pittsburgh Penguins as well had their first year in the NHL, and it was also the first year the New Orleans Saints were established as a franchise.
All right.
So it's been a while there. The Beatles were at the height. Excuse me?
Who dat?
Who did?
Is that what they say in New Orleans?
Oh, yeah, something like that. I think you're right there, yeah. The Beatles, John Lennon said that they were more popular than Jesus now at the time.
Ooh.
So the Beatles were at their, near their prime. The Flintstones aired its final season finale that year. Series finale. There you go. Also, kind of some of the landmarks across the country were established. The World Trade Centers were put up in 1966. The Gateway Arch in St. Louis was dedicated that year, built a year earlier. Caesar's Palace Hotel opened up on the Las Vegas Strip.
Been there.
Yeah. A few times.
Probably doesn't look the same as it did in 66.
A little bit different. Again, all this happening the last time Nebraska was a top 10 team in college basketball and winning a game. The first Best Buy opened in St. Paul, Minnesota.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know they were around that long.
Yeah, that is a bit surprising too. I don't know what kind of tech, how much
TVs?
tech they had back then. Yeah,
Like all we had was TVs.
I'm
man.
not sure.
I don't know if did they have TVs in 66?
I don't know. Yeah, you weren't there.
I wasn't here.
The rock band The Doors had their self-titled debut LP. Are you a Doors fan?
No.
Yeah, me neither. I recognize the band, but I don't know too much more about it. How about this? Are you a Star Trek fan? It was the season premiere, series premiere of Star Trek. There you go.
Live long and prosper.
You know a little bit. You know that's Spock,
We
right?
used to watch it. Captain Kirk, we used to watch that every night.
Well, there you go. Yes.
It was all reruns for the most part.
Was it? Yeah, at that point, I suppose it would be. The classic, the Chevrolet Camaro was introduced that
I was
year.
gonna say, like 1966 Mustang would have been fun to drive for $3,500.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a pretty good time for cars, as I understand. The AFL NFL merger also was approved by U.S. Congress in 1966. Walt Disney was producing Jungle Book. He passed away that year. So Walt Disney was I don't know the exact time of the game, but at least that year was still alive up until then. How the Grinch Stole Christmas was shown for the first time in 1966. And also, the New York television station WPIX broadcast the Yule log for the first time. I don't know if you've seen recently. There's somebody who put together a Yule log video on YouTube a few years back has now officially made $1 million off of it. So Yule log, good idea.
What is Yule log?
It's just it's like the burning fire with just like
That's it.
Yeah, fireplace. That's all you had to do there. That's been so that's all the changes that have been made and have happened since the last time Nebraska was in the top 10 and won a game in college basketball.
Who's the president?
I think Lyndon B. Johnson. I don't know that. I think I'd have to go look. Yeah.
See, that's a long time ago.
It was. And then you can, of course,
my dad was in high school.
Yeah, there you go. I was gonna say you could go back. Obviously, Coach Hoiberg wasn't alive. A lot of the guys that helped Eric Strick, like all these guys weren't born yet that have helped Nebraska over the years. So really is quite impressive.
Long time. We thought, well, let's just hope football doesn't go into that kind of
yeah. We don't need some radio wahoo 50 years from now. Back in 2003 or whatever.
Todd Uhlir and Bock were on the radio.
Here's since Nebraska was in the top 10. Yeah, hopefully we don't get back to that.
Well, I seen somebody say who's gonna win a national championship first, men's basketball or men's football. And I thought, well,
now you've got a pretty good argument on the basketball side.
Yeah. So, I think we're a ways away from national championship talks with football. But, man, the way these guys are playing, let's keep it going, Huskers.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Let's get a run. Could see that maybe it all happens at once, right? First NCAA tournament win, like I said, maybe the Final Four,
we win the
championship, the whole thing. Yeah. That's our dream.
Let's do it. Yeah, that's perfect Husker dream right there. We win the volleyball national championship. So win the basketball in March, win the volleyball, win the national championship of football. Let's just win them all.
No, we're still going 7-6 and going to a bowl game in football. Yeah. No, we can dream. We can dream. That'll wrap it up for this hour. We'll be back with more on Bock the Blackshirt with Todd Uhlir on Window World Wednesday.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197. Back Nine Golf in South Lincoln is the premier indoor golf experience in the state. The weather in the winter months is cold, windy, and as unpredictable as a tee shot on the 450-yard par 4. With top-of-the-line full-swing simulators and a PGA teaching professional, Back Nine Golf is there to help you improve your game and lower your score. Back Nine Golf is open to the public with 24/7 access for members. Learn about Back Nine's variety of memberships today and see the facility for yourself at 7501 South 15th Street in Lincoln, just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Back Nine Golf, your premier indoor golf and events destination.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The time is now. Lincoln Marathon and Half Marathon registration is now open, and prices are rising. The sooner you sign up, the less you pay. Set the goal, start training. Register now at lincolnmarathon.org. Race day is May 3rd.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Planet Fitness has everything you need to start strong, so you can give everything you've got. From plate-loaded strength equipment and functional training areas to treadmills, stair climbers, and free weights. Our equipment is best in class, and our clubs are right around the corner, so you can make this your strongest year yet. Join the club today and save $28 or more when you join for $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, January 9th. You coming? Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. See club for details.
Husker Nation, conference play is here for Husker Women's Hoops, and we need your help. The Huskers had one of their best starts ever, completing non-conference play with a perfect 12-0 record. But Big Ten play will be a challenge, and they need to hear Husker Nation in the stands for every basket, steal, and each and every win. The road to March starts now, so don't wait. Head to huskers.com/tickets and secure your seat for some unforgettable matchups in PBA. Go Big Red.
Change begins with you. Join a weight loss medication study at Solarion and earn cash in the process. If you are 19 to 65 years old with excess weight to lose, you may qualify. Participants could earn up to $22,750 for their time. Study includes 1 2-night stay, 1 3-night stay, and 38 returns. Learn more at helpresearch.com/flamingo or call 866-213-2965. Weight loss not guaranteed.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. It doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Way out there where the sun comes up under the big red sky, I do life the way I love, with family by my side. I feel home with me, no matter where I go.
Proud of where we're from, excited for where we're going. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today. We'll see mostly sunny skies, the light breeze, and very warm temps. And the afternoon high near 64. Tonight, increasing cloud cover and light winds, below around 37. And tomorrow, rain likely throughout the day. Be breezy and cool, the high near 42. I'm meteorologist Kyle Hucker for 93.7 Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth. 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to Bock the Blackshirt.
Terrell Farley, defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror, number 43.
And Jake Bockoven. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
We're back for hour number 2 now of Bock the Blackshirt on 93.7 The Ticket. Once again, Terrell Farley out today, but you wouldn't know it as we seem to hear him in studio here once in a while throughout the last hour. Todd Uhlir also in studio. Todd, I might challenge you to have a conversation as you've been doing the impersonation of Terrell. Maybe have a back and forth between yourself and Terrell. Right. Maybe you got to work on that a little bit.
I think the next intro, I'm going to intro me.
Yeah.
I'm going to be Terrell introing me. We'll try that.
Yeah. I got
it. Yeah, we'll do it next one.
We got to use your many talents while you're here on Window World Wednesday, of course.
We miss Terrell.
Yes.
Miss you, buddy. Hope you're feeling better.
Yes, he's hopefully out there either getting some rest or playing some video games.
You know he's playing video games.
Yeah, more than likely. So hopefully he's doing well in his video game. A few different things I did want to bring up that I thought were interesting to get your thoughts on quickly. Peacock has announced a feature change for subscribers to potentially be able to mute announcers and change crowd noise levels during their broadcasts, such as like NFL games. Would you be interested in that? I myself love the traditional broadcasters, so
yeah, I do too.
I'd be more interested in that. If anything, sometimes I want to turn the crowd noise down. Yeah, NFL.
Like, why would you turn it off? I don't
know. Just to feel like you're at the game, I guess. Listen to the crowd noise.
I mean, I don't necessarily like listening to Tom Brady, but
there's certain guys you might want to turn off.
I hated Tom Brady when he was playing, and I don't necessarily care for him as an announcer. But Romo, I hated as a player. I couldn't stand him, but I love him as an announcer for some reason. Him and Jim Nantz work pretty good together.
So those quarterbacks generally have a pretty good idea of what's going to be happening out there.
Oh, it's nuts.
Yeah,
it's great. And Brady's the same way. I mean, but he just doesn't come across the way Romo comes across in kind of a fun way. Brady's like, you can tell, like, this dude knows his stuff.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
A couple other updates here we can get to. There is the idea, again, with Damon Williams, of course, signed that deal with Washington, the returning quarterback. And then reportedly the whole mess is crazy because reportedly got a bigger offer from LSU while in this news all broke while Lane Kiffin was at a basketball game with Sam Levitt, who they're hosting on an official visit as well. But now, so the Washington doesn't want to obviously let Damon Williams out of his contract.
But why would you keep him?
But how can you keep somebody that doesn't want to be there?
Yeah.
And now people are coming up with the idea, well, maybe he can just walk on somewhere, and maybe that's kind of a way around it. I don't know legally. Yeah, but you can't walk on too much.
You can't walk on anymore.
Yeah. You can walk on. Each school has they can decide if they want you to walk on or not, I suppose.
Correct.
So, man.
You could take a roster spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
This could get all sorts of messy.
Lots of messy.
Yeah. Which some people think is needed because whatever happens out of this case will at least push us in the direction of getting more structure.
Well, and it's all pushing for football to pull away from NCAA because the NCAA's got no control whatsoever of it. So we need somebody to step in and take control of, we need a college football commission. Maybe not just one commissioner, but several that sit on a board and kind of put some parameters around it, right? Because it's out of control.
But again, it just needs to be completely restructured in mind. You can't go from all these kind of nonprofit ideas of the athletic departments to government aid that you get depending on how much and so it's all tied to a lot more than just what's on the field. And so I think they need to find a way. And so you can blame the NCAA, but they lose in court all the time because of that sort of stuff. So again, this needs to be structured like a league, like the NFL. Like you could say, hey, you can't prevent somebody, right, from going out and going to another player and making more money unless you have a league and a structure in place and contracts in place that beholds you to that. And then, go ahead and find somewhere else to go play college football. But if there's no other league, then you don't have any other options. So it's going to be interesting.
You can go to Doan.
Yeah.
So,
and those options still are out there.
Right.
But it's so that's interesting.
Doan Tigers.
A few more updates out of the transfer portal too. Nothing for Nebraska at this point. But one that might be affected with Nebraska that I was pretty excited about if they were able to land him was going to be defensive tackle Malcolm Alcorn Crowder from Kansas State. The reason I like him, 6'6", 305 pounds.
Big boy.
But instead he's transferred from Kansas State to SMU. I believe Nebraska had him in on a visit. So no luck there. A couple other news and notes around the transfer portal today. Aiden Childs is going to settle in with Northwestern. He visited them the other day. Of course, they've got Chip Kelly there as offensive coordinator, so that's kind of an interesting marriage there. UNLV has found their replacement for quarterback, where Nebraska, of course, has taken UNLV's quarterback. UNLV has signed Jackson Arnold, the former Auburn and Oklahoma quarterback. So we'll see down there if Dan Mullen can get that going in Sin City. Liberty running back Evan Dickens, who ranked third in the nation in rushing yards per game this last year, committed to Boston College. One that people thought might have interest in Nebraska, a running back that is UConn running back Cam Edwards, who has a relationship with E.J. Barthel. He actually committed to Michigan State. So that's not going to be the answer for Nebraska. And a familiar name hits the portal. Former Husker, maybe, kind of, wide receiver Hardly Gilmore. Of course, went from Kentucky to Nebraska this past year when D Shorts kind of came over there. And it did not work out for whatever reason at Nebraska. So he went back to Kentucky, had a solid year, finished with 28 receptions, 313 yards, and a touchdown. But he's back at the portal. So Kentucky, thanks for bringing me back in, but I'm still looking elsewhere for greener pastures.
Did the Williams kid go back in the portal from Florida State?
James Williams, he's in there as well.
So,
yeah.
Good luck, buddy.
Yeah.
Good luck.
We'll see. Yeah. So there's a lot of notable names, and that.
How many in the portal right now?
Oh, total? Oh man,
like 4,000.
Let me look it up. Yeah, something like that. It's
So how many college football teams are there? Division 1, 136.
Somewhere around there. That number grows every year too. It feels like. I think it's like 140. Yeah, something like that.
That's what 40 players. 40 players per team. Not quite. On average. It's crazy.
It's a lot. Yeah. So as of early January 2026, over 4,000 in the portal. So that is crazy. Now there was a question early on the text line. I want to get to that as well as kind of just phrasing it this way too, because I think there becomes this narrative and this idea, especially with college football, the way it is, all the transfer portal stuff, we're seeing the big names on the team. And so, you can lean into this, like these kids are just different. Nobody's loyal at this time anymore. Nebraska is a pretty good example. Yes, they're losing about 15 guys in the portal. You got another about 15 graduating there or whatever it is, but that's still 70 guys, around 70 guys that are sticking around. That's the majority of the team. So I think sometimes we get into this narrative of the portal.
We had 125 on the
125. Okay. Yeah.
So, or 124, something like that. So yeah, we've got 100 guys almost.
Yeah.
That are
sticking around,
staying and doing the work.
So I think that needs to be highlighted too, because obviously all the attention is going to go on the portal. We're not bringing up, hey, this guy's back. And we also don't know. I mean, oftentimes Nebraska, especially, we've seen other schools announce people coming back. Nebraska not as much.
I think it's sad that people got to, hey, I'm coming back.
Yeah, announce it.
I think
those deals had to be. Those are signed, made. Yeah,
yeah,
with the top end players.
And is that an attention grab? Is that like? like if you're not going anywhere, you don't have to announce that you're not going anywhere.
I guess it's just I think it's kind of
I'm not going anywhere. I'm
least
here.
Put
I'm
your name out there.
I'm a Husker. I'm going to be a Husker until I die.
Yeah.
Period. When I signed my letter of intent, February of 1993, I became a Husker, and I'll never be anything but a Husker. And I just don't get today's kids just being, I'm going to go. Like, I just don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be hard in general for kind of like Husker till I die thing, because there's so much changing, whether it be your, coaches change, all that sort of stuff. But you'd love for to see it return.
This is, I mean, but in real life, like it's almost like marriage at this point. I mean, over 50% of marriages end in divorce. Like, why'd you get married in the first place? Like, what are you thinking? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, to me, it's like you made a commitment, right? And not only to the school, but to yourself. I'm going to go play for this. Like, all we're teaching these kids is that commitments don't matter. Money matters.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, I know a lot of rich people that are pretty sad. Right?
Yeah.
So don't get me wrong. I know a lot of rich people that are not very sad either.
Yeah.
But so I just, it is a struggle for us old school guys. I guess that's the name of Jay Foreman's show, right? Old school.
Yeah.
Like we're old school guys, and we just don't get the new school kids. These, what do they call them? Nepo babies. What the heck they call? I don't understand what's going on with society. But you make a commitment, you see it through. I mean, and I get, maybe you feel like you're not getting a fair shake at this school, and once again, I don't have a problem with some of the transfer process, but at this point it's a free for all, and talking about getting sacks or bags, bags.
Yeah.
Bags of money. Like, dude, I'm so old. I don't know what all this new terminology is. Bock.
To get the bag. Yeah.
Trying to get the bag. It's just, it's making it look really bad for college football, in my opinion. You always had to work really hard so that you could make your bags in the NFL. And don't get me wrong, I think these kids deserve, like, dude, I would sell football shoes for weekend money.
Yeah.
Like, that's how bad it was.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I get, like, you don't want to be dirt poor by any means, but do you need Sorsby $5 million for 1 year? Like, that's insane. The average person that Nebraska fan that pays season ticket money, donation money, they're not, that's unreal. Those guys, I mean, the median income in Nebraska is maybe 50 grand. Right? Like, that's 100 times more in 1 year, and those guys are going to work. Don't get me wrong, I think college football is work.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
It's
full-time job.
It is a full-time job plus college. Right.
Yeah.
So once again, I have no problem with these guys getting paid, but like, they're getting paid a lot, and maybe I'm just jealous. I don't, but at the same point, I'm like, wait a minute, I've been in the workforce for 30 years now.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
No, for you and Terrell and Jay and some of the former guys, and obviously for a guy like Jay that was able to go on and get the money in the NFL, right? Maybe a different conversation, but still kind of applies. I get that. I mean, I think there's the idea that maybe the players in the 70s didn't get what you guys got in the 90s, and the players from the 50s didn't get what they get. So kind of it is a progression of things. So I understand that, but there are. I think for me, or just the casual fan, to sit back and say, I don't like what college football has become, or would be, doesn't think it's fair that they get all this money or whatever. That's one thing. But for people that actually like, you see the amount of the dollars that are being thrown around now, especially like a guy like Terrell. I mean, going into '96, how much money would Terrell have been able to make? And then to your point, didn't get that, and then you go in the workforce. You work all these different years just to equal up to what one guy gets for coming in for a year. It is
of half the year or a quarter of the year.
Right. So, so from the fans' point, it's one thing, but from the forward players, I do understand just being like, man, and you hear it all the time. Like you say it, Terrell says it. I wish I was born a little bit later.
So I sat in the Letterman's Lounge. I can't remember which game it was, with former 1970-71 players, and they had their national championship ring on, and I had mine, and mine's like twice the size of theirs. And theirs had the Big 8 championship on it. It had the national championship on it, and I believe whatever bowl game they won that year. It might have been the Orange Bowl. Like, it was all on one ring.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I got a ring for the national championship. I got a ring for the Big 8 championship. And then we got watches for the Orange Bowl. And so, so like, they're like, man, they were so cheap back then, Now, like, I don't know if they got a ring for, well, they probably didn't get a ring because they didn't win the bowl game. But they got a ring last year. My son's ring from the bowl game last year at the Pinstripe Bowl. Bad Boy Mowers.
Yeah.
Is twice the size of my national championship ring. Like, it's crazy. And granted, it's all fake stuff probably, but it's just crazy. And like, he had to take another suitcase empty just to bring back what he brought back. Like, we didn't need to take another suitcase. They gave us a t-shirt and a pair of shoes.
Yeah.
Right? Like, he came back with a suitcase full of stuff from Las Vegas. Just insane. Like, I just wear his stuff. Like, I mean, hey, can I have this hat? Yeah, sure. Yeah, like 4 hats. I don't know, 4 different pairs of shoes. It's just insane what they get. And you have to do that to compete with the, upper programs that are giving these kids everything and just pampering them. And yet, I think the football's better. Do I think right now with the 4 teams left, this is a great, the 4 teams left, we've got Indiana versus Oregon. We've got Ole Miss versus Miami. Let's pit the 95 team against these guys. How would that fare? I think we would just absolutely annihilate them. I do.
Yeah.
Because I just feel, and maybe it's just because I think everybody's softer, right? I think the game's faster to a point, but it's not as, like,
not as physical.
Right. It's not as physical. We just absolutely run the ball down their throat, and they wouldn't have had to. Maybe they score in 5 plays, but you were going to score on 5 plays on that defense. You know what I mean? So, to me, I just feel like kids are like, the game's faster, in my opinion, because the athletes are probably better over, like, and honestly, I mean, had I known NIL was coming, I probably would have trained my kid differently.
Yeah.
Like, and to be real honest, I trained him to be a baseball player. I don't know what he's thinking. So, because that's like, just go play baseball and save your body.
Yeah.
Dad was right on that one again. You know how kids are. kids think they know everything until they don't, right?
It's hard not to want to play for Husker football.
It is hard, but he would be a great Husker baseball player.
Yeah, I can believe that too.
So I always said, let's just don't worry about football. It doesn't matter that I played. Let's just play baseball. He's really like, and I got to play football. And of course, then he loves it. And, so all the injuries, 4 surgeries, like, and he's 20, right? Like, he's had 4 surgeries and he's 20 years old. And he ain't stopped. He's dead. As long as they can fix me, I'm going to play, so keep fixing him, Doc.
Yeah.
And
hopefully it won't be
pretty
bad,
excited. We talked yesterday about this linebacker coming in from South Carolina. And I think that's going to be a really good addition. Obviously knows,
from San Diego State. Yeah.
San Diego State, sorry. Yeah. He knows this coach's defense already, and that hopefully be a leader in the linebacker room. And hopefully he's the kind of guy that wants to elevate the entire linebacker room, so you just never know with some of these things, right? Like, what I thought was great about at least the running back room in the time that I was here and the time my little brother was here in the running back room is we wanted everybody to see, we wanted everybody to get better. Like, we knew we had to elevate everybody in the room, whether you were first string or whether you were 8th string. Like, we had eight I backs in my day.
Yeah.
And like
imagine that.
6 fullbacks. I mean, we had a lot bigger roster, right? But it wasn't, hey, I'm better than you or anything. Like, it was always, how do we collectively get better? And that's hopefully, and you need that in this day and age with the amount of rotation and the amount of, hey, this guy's a third down linebacker. This guy's a first and second down linebacker. Like,
Yeah.
it's, hey, they're more like this is a red zone linebacker. Like, it is getting more dialed in college. Like, you see that a lot in the NFL, but it's getting more in college than ever, to see that kind of stuff. So excited for Trent to learn from this guy. I was Mountain West dude that got it done.
Yeah.
So, and
100 plus tackles. Yeah. Over 100.
Yeah, we need a tackling machine
Yeah.
at Nebraska. And I'm excited for Trent to learn from him. And then we obviously brought another linebacker from Iowa State that was redshirted. So
yeah, Will Hawthorne.
So he's a year younger than Trent. But I know Coach Rob, the linebacker coach, was high on this kid. We tried to get him last year. So Coach, I talked to Trent about that. Is there another linebacker that signed?
So yeah, Dexter Foster
Yes.
from Oregon State, and he brings some good size too. 6'3", 230. We'll have 2 years left. He was leading the Beavers through 7 games with 57 tackles, and then had an injury that ended his season. But yeah, another experienced linebacker coming in.
Yeah, and we lost some. We lost some to graduation. We lost a couple to the portal, I believe. Roger and who's the other guy, number 25? Can't think of his name.
I'm trying to think of the portal.
I know Roger.
As far as linebackers,
yeah.
Yeah.
There's 2 of them that went in the portal.
Yeah, I can't find the names, but
yeah. So we had some guys graduate, obviously, and we got some guys in the portal. So those 3 additions should spruce up the linebacker room. We're going to need it if we're going to stop the run in the Big Ten, right? So, yeah, and then make it competitive in that room and feed off each other. Iron sharpens iron, right? So, I'm just looking forward to the off season, and Trent's finally back to lifting weights. So he's like, Dad, I got the 40s up the other day, dumbbell bench, and he's like, I know it's not much, but it's a lot. For where he's been, what he's been through. So he's pretty pumped to start really progressing more and more. So hopefully he can be back for spring ball. So
yeah, that's the goal.
That'll be the goal, is to play, be ready for spring ball and get his hat or get his name in the hat to, get after it. So especially special teams. He loves special teams so much. And, but yeah, the one play, let's hope he can last a little longer than one play this coming season.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
So is he able to use this as a medical red shirt, or does he have to do the standard red shirt?
No. So he redshirted already.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. That's
so
right.
He redshirted in 24. So 25. So we talked about that too yesterday. Like, he's like, I'm just going to take a year at a time. Like, he's pre-med. He's like, if I get into the med school I want to get into, I'm going to graduate. If not, I can, potentially apply for that medical after.
So you can do it down the line.
I believe so.
I've seen that before. Yeah, I believe so too.
So, there's no, could he, I would assume that there's no reason they wouldn't give him a medical redshirt. He had one snap. Right. So,
yeah.
Or one, it wasn't even a snap. It was a kick. Right. So I think, the potential of playing time, that kind of stuff. You got to look at, is it worth staying in, or is it just, hey, let's move on and let's go to med school. Because that's going to be, he's going to be a surgeon. So, he's looking at 8 more years after he's done here before he's actually working. Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think a lot of questions to be answered in the future, and you don't have to answer them right now. We just figure it out. Once again, does he stay healthy? You know what I mean? Like, is he able to go 3 more years or 4 potentially? Like, potentially has 4 more years to play if he would apply for a medical. And once he absolutely loves Husker football. Run through a wall for him. So he said, Dad, as long as they can fix me and they say it's good to go, I'm going to play. So And like I said, I told him, I said, don't play for me. Like, dude, I know what it's like. I'm 51 tomorrow. Tomorrow's my birthday.
Oh, nice.
So
Happy
I turned
birthday.
51. Yeah, I think it was my birthday last year on the show. So I'm like, you're gonna feel it. And I only had one surgery at his age. I've had several since, but yeah. So and it's so hard because we're not we're not the program we were when I was here. It's hard. It's how do you stay motivated and show up to practice every single day, and we're winning 7 games a year. That's tough.
Yeah,
it's tough for anybody. So, whether it's Nebraska or whether it's any other school, it's tough. I guess I really don't know.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
I lost one game in college. Right.
It is interesting though, because I do feel bad for those kids. Even the guys that do stick around. We definitely saw that with the Corcoran and Harburg, and you don't want to forget anybody, but Javen Wright, those type of names, and you always kind of come down to that last. Well, it's not where we wanted to bring this program to, but hopefully it's better than where we found it. And I just can't wait till the days when one freshman class can come through, and when they're done as seniors, just look at the because that's every class's goal for the last 20 years, and it just hasn't quite probably got to where they expected it to.
Yeah, it's been rough for Husker football fans, but great for basketball right now.
That's right. Yeah, let's focus on the positives as well. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about Nebraska's new quarterback that they've got there from UNLV, Anthony Colandrea, and what that means for the Huskers moving forward, especially in that quarterback room. So we'll do that coming up next here on Bock the Blackshirt on a Window World Wednesday. Todd Uhlir in studio, or maybe is that Terrell walking through the door? Maybe he'll bring us in the next segment.
Change begins with you. Join a weight loss medication study at Solarion and earn cash in the process. If you are 19 to 65 years old with excess weight to lose, you may qualify. Participants could earn up to $22,750 for their time. Study includes 1 2-night stay, 1 3-night stay, and 38 returns. Learn more at helpresearch.com/flamingo or call 866-213-2965. Weight loss not guaranteed.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197. Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
Planet Fitness has everything you need to start strong, so you can give everything you've got. From plate-loaded strength equipment and functional training areas to treadmills, stair climbers, and free weights. Our equipment is best in class, and our clubs are right around the corner, so you can make this your strongest year yet. Join the club today and save $28 or more when you join for $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, January 9th. Are you coming? Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. See club for details.
January is your reset button. This January 10th, Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping in Lincoln is kicking off our 10-week challenge. We combine high-energy kickboxing, powerful strength training, and simple, proven nutrition to deliver real results in just 10 weeks. For a limited time, get $150 off when you enroll today. No gimmicks, just coaching, accountability, and a community that pushes you to win. Spots are limited, so don't wait. Visit fxblincoln.com and start your strongest year yet at Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping. 2 locations, South 40th and Yankee Hill, North 70th and Vine. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, changing lives 10 weeks at a time.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
When it comes to keeping your equipment running, you've got options at Landmark Implement. Whether you need premium John Deere parts or a more economical solution, A&I parts from Landmark deliver the dependable performance you can count on with cost savings up to 40%. From filters and bearings to belts and everyday repairs, A&I parts are built to work as hard as you do while helping stretch your budget further. Stop by your local Landmark Implement parts counter today or shop online anytime at shop.deere.com and experience the Landmark difference.
The time is now. Lincoln Marathon and Half Marathon registration is now open, and prices are rising. The sooner you sign up, the less you pay. Set the goal, start training. Register now at lincolnmarathon.org. Race day is May 3rd.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today. We'll see mostly sunny skies, the light breeze, and very warm temps. And the afternoon high near 64. Tonight, increasing cloud cover and light winds, below around 37. And tomorrow, rain likely throughout the day. Be breezy and cool. The high near 42. I'm meteorologist Kyle Hutcher for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Husker Nation, conference play is here for Husker women's hoops, and we need your help. The Huskers had one of their best starts ever, completing non-conference play with a perfect 12-0 record. But Big Ten play will be a challenge, and they need to hear Husker Nation in the stands for every basket, steal, and each and every win. The road to March starts now, so don't wait. Head to huskers.com/tickets and secure your seat for some unforgettable matchups in PBA. Go Big Red.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln area. We are going to keep this train rolling in a big way with new half-ton and 4x4 pickup trucks starting at $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You heard that right, $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You pick which one works better for you. Please stop on in the dealership and meet the team or check us out at coppellcars.com. Stock number C280930. All deals with approved credit.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com.
You're listening to Bock the Blackshirt, on air and online at theticketfm.com.
The Blackshirt. It's Wednesday, January 7th, 2025. We're here. It's Win World Wednesday with two-time national champion Todd Uhlir. Whoop, whoop. He's in the house. All right, Todd. Welcome in. Hey, Bock. I still think Georgia got robbed. You know, Georgia football is the best football ever. So, what do you think, Todd?
No, Georgia's awful. They're horrible. They should have, Ole Miss took it to them, and I'm happy. I'm glad Georgia lost, Terrell.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, that's my best Terrell Farley.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I like the whole back and forth there.
I love you, buddy. Hopefully your tooth's feeling better. I won't ever do that again.
Well, I was entertained. I like it. I enjoyed that.
It's fun. He's a great dude. I appreciate him a lot. So
there's no doubt about that. You got to. He's a fun guy. So you're allowed to have fun with fun people. So that will work.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't do an imitation of me.
Yeah, well, maybe he gets some payback. We'll see what his
I don't think he can get his
imitation
voice high enough for that. I know I don't have that high a voice, but he's got pretty deep voice.
He does have a deep voice. Yeah,
You have a hard time doing an impression of me.
I would like to hear it though. Maybe in fact, I'll encourage him to do it to see how it sounds.
Hey, that's it. I can hear it already.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I don't know what kind of medicine they give him for that, the dentist work. I suppose you don't get helium or anything. So I don't know how high
You might ask for some.
Yeah. I don't know if that would help.
You can always ask.
Yeah. Worst they could say is no, right?
Right.
Nebraska, of course, officially signed is Anthony Colandrea of UNLV to, in all likelihood, be the starting quarterback at Nebraska next year. I mean, they
got to compete with. I still think he's got to compete with TJ.
He is the Mountain West Player of the Year. I mean, he comes in with a little bit of an accolades to him.
Yeah, but I think TJ will push him. I really do. And
That is the question. Is like, where does this leave TJ Lateef? Some people think, does this mean he might enter the portal, or kind of thoughts there?
We still only have 3 quarterbacks on the roster,
right?
now.
And he's still, Colandrea obviously would be a 1-year rental, if you will.
Right.
So he would still be in the future, projected down the line for them. But it is interesting. Did you feel, and that's kind of the question before all this, it's been such a crazy week, right? Obviously with the Kenny Minchie news, but Colandrea and Minchie are kind of in a different category, right? As far as competing with TJ Lateef.
Right.
So it had to be a wild week, especially for TJ Lateef, and to kind of take all this in. But I mean, I was asked, and I feel fine saying this, because people, there's definitely different thoughts that you can have going into this, with TJ Lateef given the most fair opportunity to show that he should be the starting quarterback at Nebraska. Maybe not. He's a true freshman, but he did get the opportunity. That's more than anybody else. He got, 4 starts, and so, and he was fine at times, but did he earn the starting job? I don't think so.
Once again, no starting job's a given, in my opinion. It shouldn't be. I think you got to go out and earn it. What if he does nothing in the offseason and, spring ball so, and he decides to take the summer off? I mean, I don't know. You got to earn it.
Never know.
I know they make you show up, but are you showing up at a level every day that when you get done, you go, I gave it my everything, right? And I think in today's society with these kids, there's very few kids that will say, I gave it everything today, every single day, right? And that's what you had to do in our time to just survive. All right. So once again, I've been to practices. I've seen some training. I would say mat drills are the real deal. I would say that's the only thing that I've seen from Nebraska football currently that would be something similar to the metabolic circuit that we did. That was just ridiculous. It's longer than the metabolic circuit, but it's different, right? So it's not weighted like ours was. You're literally under tension is insane. So, that's going to be the difference. And I think TJ did, do what he needed to do to get a feel for the game. Obviously thrown into it. And he's, for the most part, survived. Obviously, we say these last 3 games, more on the defense than it was on the offense, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Obviously, it seemed like we were fine in the first half. I don't know what happened in the second half in all these games, right? We were in the game.
Yeah.
Maybe Penn State we weren't, right, in the first half, but I thought we were in the game otherwise, the first half, and then the offense kind of sputtered. And I don't know if that was, what that was. So I think you have to have a healthy competition. And I think, once again, when's the portal close? Is it soon?
Yeah, I believe it's the 16th or so.
Oh, not soon enough.
Next Friday.
All right. So, could this say I don't know. To me, I would stay and want to fight for my position, right? I started the last 4 games or 5 games. I don't know how many games he started. I want to show that I'm the dude next year. I'm going to work even harder to prove that they shouldn't have spent that money on that guy from UNLV, right? So I think that can put a chip on a kid's shoulder. You just don't know. It should fire him up.
Yeah.
It would fire me up. I love competition. I want to compete. I want to beat you, right? I want to outwork you. I want to outsmart you. I want to do everything I can in my power to beat you, right? So, and that's just by getting better, working on yourself every single day from here until first kickoff, right? And that's every kid in that program needs to be thinking that way. How do I get 1% better every single day until kickoff? And then let's make a magical run, Bock. Let's, like you said, let's win the NCAA basketball with the men's. Let's women's win it. Then have our volleyball team win it. Have our football team win a national championship. Let's just create Nebraska is good at everything.
Well, they're pretty much there. They just
we're close.
Need the football team to win a few more games. Yeah,
I mean, our bowling, we know bowling's taken care of all the time. So, yeah, that's the dream.
Which is, again, it's crazy because obviously the football, main revenue sport. So I mean, it kind of helps all these other programs as well. But
I do think if we can't start, I mean, I do think fans are gonna eventually say, enough's enough. Eventually, I mean, we're at 400 and some sellouts. You and I both know that some of those are bought by somebody because there's not people in the seats, and that's been happening for a while. So, I think it's, and once again, talking with fans that I grew up with, and they're getting fed up with just college football in general, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting if they don't rein things in. We don't start winning 8, 9, 10 games. And once again, in the Big Ten, that's hard to do. Just hard to do.
Yeah.
We're not in the Big 8 anymore. We're not in the Big 12 anymore. It's the Big Ten, and it's the big boy league. It's going to be, I mean, obviously one of the Big Ten teams is going to be representing us in the national championship game. I do think that team, whichever team that is, I think that will be the national champion. And that'll be the third year in a row that the Big Ten in 3 different teams.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, because Michigan won it, then Ohio State, now Indiana or Oregon. 3 different teams, 3 years in a row, potentially, with national champions out of our league. That's pretty crazy.
That's the premier conference.
Without a doubt. And then, I mean, you just look at the bowl records, right? Like, you should throw Nebraska's out. Just making excuses since they put us against. I mean, you know what? It would have been a better game. Well, never mind. UCF didn't have enough bowl wins, or they didn't have enough wins to make a bowl.
Yeah. That would have been very entertaining.
That would have been maybe next year.
The Big Ten, by the way, 8-3 in the 12-team playoff so far over the last couple of years. The SEC 2-5. Yeah. The Big Ten also 8-2 versus the SEC in the college football playoff in bowl games each of the last 2 years. So I think this shift is happening.
It is the Big Daddy League for sure, and it is just, and it's getting more. Who would have thought Indiana would be where they're at right now? It's just getting crazier. Chip Kelly at Northwestern, like, watch out.
Yeah,
this is nuts.
Yeah,
in the Big Ten, it is the Premier League. So, all right,
we'll have one more segment here.
We'll be back after this on the Bock and Blackshirt show.
Way out there where the sun comes up under the big red sky, I do life the way I love, with family by my side. I have you home with me, no matter where I go.
Proud of where we're from, excited for where we're going. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Husker Nation, conference play is here for Husker women's hoops, and we need your help. The Huskers had one of their best starts ever, completing non-conference play with a perfect 12-0 record. But Big Ten play will be a challenge, and they need to hear Husker Nation in the stands for every basket, steal, and each and every win. The road to March starts now, so don't wait. Head to Huskers.com/tickets and secure your seat for some unforgettable matchups in PBA. Go Big Red.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln 4 forecast for today. We'll see mostly sunny skies, the light breeze, and very warm temps. And the afternoon high near 64. Tonight, increasing cloud cover and light winds, below around 37. And tomorrow, rain likely throughout the day. Be breezy and cooler, the high near 42. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Change begins with you. Join a weight loss medication study at Solarion and earn cash in the process. If you are 19 to 65 years old with excess weight to lose, you may qualify. Participants could earn up to $22,750 for their time. Study includes 1 2-night stay, 1 3-night stay, and 38 returns. Learn more at helpresearch.com/flamingo or call 866-213-2965. Weight loss not guaranteed.
This is your year to win way more than bragging rights. At Warhorse Casino, your love of the game could earn you serious cash. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with cash prizes all season long, like up to $1,000 weekly, with your chance at $1 million, all while earning tier points and comp points every time you place a sports bet. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Back Nine Golf in South Lincoln is the premier indoor golf experience in the state. The weather in the winter months is cold, windy, and as unpredictable as a tee shot on the 450-yard par 4. With top-of-the-line full-swing simulators and a PGA teaching professional, Back Nine Golf is there to help you improve your game and lower your score. Back Nine Golf is open to the public with 24/7 access for members. Learn about Back Nine's variety of memberships today and see the facility for yourself at 7501 South 15th Street in Lincoln, just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Back Nine Golf, your premier indoor golf and events destination.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
When it comes to keeping your equipment running, you've got options at Landmark Implement. Whether you need premium John Deere parts or a more economical solution, A&I Parts from Landmark deliver the dependable performance you can count on with cost savings up to 40%. From filters and bearings to belts and everyday repairs, A&I Parts are built to work as hard as you do while helping stretch your budget further. Stop by your local Landmark Implement parts counter today or shop online anytime at shop.deere.com and experience the Landmark difference.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
You're listening to Bock the Blackshirt, on air and online at theticketfm.com.
Final segment of Bock the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. Of course, it is a Window World Wednesday here with Todd Uhlir in studio. And even though we've talked for 2 hours here, we have not got the Uhlir report. So I got to send it back over for the Uhlir report here.
All right, yeah. This is going to be a short one. But, yeah, I haven't been on my show on Saturday for the last 2 weeks because of the holidays. So this is actually the first time I've been on since the new year. So I wanted to take this time and thank all of the people that have supported Window World over this last year in 2025. It was a great year for us. Man, we replaced a ton of windows, a ton of doors, a ton of siding, roofing. what a great year for us. And we're looking to build upon that in 2026. Yes, Terrell, it's 2026, not 2025, buddy. So I don't know if anybody caught that, but yeah, just, obviously the weather's been awesome. We've actually hired on 2 more crews, so we're getting to our installs quicker than ever. So call us especially when it turns cold here again and you notice those drafty windows, give us a call. We're going to come give you our best deal on the first shot. We don't mess around. We've got great financing options, things like that. So, and once again, thank you, Lincoln and surrounding areas, for a phenomenal 2025. You can go to windowworldlincoln.com or call us at the office 402-464-7313. And we'll come out and give you a free quote. No pressure. Once again, no buy 2, get 1 free. We just give you our best deal every time. Nationally known, locally owned. My little brother is the owner. I work there. My nephew works there. It's family business. We put our name behind it. We work extra hard, walk on kind of mentality in the Window World business. We get after it. We stand by everything that we do, all of our installs, all of our products, best warranties on the planet. So for me, with the Uhlir Report, turning 51 tomorrow. Let's see. 2000. Today was a lot of days in a row. So I'm just going to throw 50 out the window. I'm going to forget 50 to 51 happened. I had a rough year, Bock.
Yeah, you did.
Got
through it.
I made it. I didn't miss a day. So let's see. 2,244 days in a row today. Tomorrow will be 2,245 days. I have done at least 20 minutes of dedicated exercise, elevating the heart rate, that kind of stuff. Some harder than other days, but this last year, with the back injury, then having surgery, like I slipped on the ice in December. January was rough. February was rougher. Kind of figured some things out. Tried to, not have to go to surgery. Ended up having surgery in June. This recovery has been horrible. It's the worst one by far. I mean, I had my knee cut out and a titanium one put in, and I was squatting 315 pounds about 6 weeks later. It's been 7 months, and I'm squatting my body weight. Doing a lot of push-ups. Did a December challenge, did 100 push-ups, 100 body weight squats, and 100 jumping jacks every single day in December for 31 days. So I ended up doing 9,300 reps in December. Felt really good. Started the new year with a kind of a reset diet, dropped 12 pounds in 5 days.
Nice.
I'm sure I've gained about half of that back, if not all of it. But it was just good to reset and show discipline and that kind of stuff. And so looking forward to 2026, it's kind of a, rebuilding year. I hate to say rebuilding, but it is. I got to, honestly, heaviest weight I've been since 2019. So it's time to really get after it and make this a great year all around, and just awesome. So, been awesome being on the radio. I think this is almost 2 full years I've been coming on, and April will be 2 years, but looking forward to 2026 with 93.7 in the ticket. It's been super awesome to be here when I can be in here. And then obviously on Saturdays with the Power Hour, we've got some pretty cool guests lined up for that in this coming year. Should be a lot of fun. Got the Ohio State basketball coach maybe on my show.
Oh, wow.
We're working on that.
Yeah, that'd be a big
got
one.
a connection.
There you go. Yeah.
We just beat them.
Yeah.
He's the youngest coach in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
39 years old. So I've got a little connection there. So, and looking forward, I got some other people I've been talking to about coming on the show, and just local business owners that are into, in the running game, in the, health and fitness kind of area. I come on and I do windows because, I love Window World and what I do with them. But my life is fitness and nutrition and that kind of in training, and, helping people become the best possible versions of themselves. And, going through what I went through this last year, I know it's not easy. And it's time to make that comeback, I guess. It's not even a rebuild, it's a comeback, right? And looking forward to what 2026 has to offer. And just, what grateful God gives me, if you guys follow Aaron Davis at all, he's always made God's wake up list, right? Just grateful every single day that I make that wake up list. Got 2 granddaughters. My littlest one is turning 1 on the 20th. We're flying out to Montana to be with her when she turns 1. So super excited about that. I got a 2.5-year-old, and just loving that. Going out for birthday dinner tomorrow night with her and my daughters. Trent's going to Florida, so he's not gonna be around. But so he's enjoying the break a little bit.
Yeah, there you go.
So, and these 5 a.m. mornings are coming up when he gets back.
That's
with
right.
Winter conditioning. So, but yeah, thanks, Lincoln. Been a great year. Looking forward to even a better year this year. And let's go Big Red, right?
Yeah.
Let's get her done.
There you have it, the Uhlir Report. Thanks again to Todd Uhlir for jumping in studio with me today. And happy birthday tomorrow. Congratulations. Yeah, that's always a good time. So that'll wrap it up for the show today. Terrell, planning on being back in studio tomorrow. That'll wrap it up for Bock and the Blackshirt Old School coming next year on 93.7 The Ticket.
We'll be back tomorrow.
When it comes to keeping your equipment running, you've got options at Landmark Implement. Whether you need premium John Deere parts or a more economical solution, A&I Parts from Landmark deliver the dependable performance you can count on with cost savings up to 40%. From filters and bearings to belts and everyday repairs, A&I Parts are built to work as hard as you do while helping stretch your budget further. Stop by your local Landmark Implement parts counter today or shop online anytime at shop.deere.com and experience the Landmark difference.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
If you're tired of the dieting circuit paradox but still want to look, feel, and perform better, you need to get to Nutrition Authority and ask about our nutrition coaching featuring LifeBase. LifeBase takes the complex world of nutrition and makes it simple with real results that last. Stop in to learn more or check us out at mynutritionauthority.com.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
Way out there where the sun comes up under the big red sky, I do life the way I love, with family by my side. I feel home with me, no matter where I go.
Proud of where we're from, excited for where we're going. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Just got the brakes fixed on my car today.
You did? You haven't even left the office.
I didn't need to. I got a guy who picks up my car and drops it off when it's done.
Well, who's your guy?
Graham Tire. They have pickup and delivery service at all 5 of their Lincoln locations.
Schedule your service online on the Pickup and Delivery tab at GrahamTireLincoln.com. That's GrahamTireLincoln.com. Let us do the running. Some limitations apply. See store for details.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM